Hey everybody, it's Nicole for 49 and Market, and today I'm going to be making this layout with the Wanderlust Explorer collection. And this is the photo I'm going to be documenting. It is of me and my family in Prague. We are at the Royal Palace Gardens, and we just decided to go ahead and scrap a photo of us all together. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start my paper piecing. I decided I really loved this wooden paper, and I wanted it to go on top of another paper, like to have it matted on another paper. So I'm going to grab the, I'm going to grab this rust colored paper, and there we go. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. I think I wind up cutting more than just that part off. Or maybe that was just the branding strip. I don't know what is happening. Oh, but I'm going to go ahead and gut this so that I can save the inside part for another layout and just use the outside part to make my mat. And I think that I cut off 1 inch from vertical and horizontal from this paper. And I did go off camera and I distressed it. So now it's down on that rust colored paper. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through. I don't know why I'm getting out all my embellishments, but I am going to add layers and layers and layers of paper to my photo, and then I'm also going to add some up at the top where my another embellishment cluster is going to be. But for now, I'm just pulling out stuff that I think will go on this layout, and I'm grabbing things from the die cut elements and the chipboard words. That's what I'm working on right now. Well, maybe I do use some of these frames in my layering. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. It actually looks okay now. I don't know if I decide to keep it like that or if I decided not to use it. But I am going to go ahead and put these away for now. I do grab a couple more of little elements from this little leftover pile up here. I'm going to just go through them, see if there's anything that stands out. I did pick out a journal piece so that I can add my journaling. And like I said, here is where I'm going to start with all of my layering, all of the papers. So I have, so I'm just going to start cutting some of this stuff and using each side of it to go ahead and add some layers. So I have all those layers. I use, like I said, both sides of the papers. Here we go. I mean, I'm just putting them down wherever. So I do want my travel moments to go right there on my picture. You can see here I use the back of one that bluish, the wood grain paper. I use the back of that to start my cluster up here. And then I used a branding strip for underneath that. Now I'm putting away some of my other stuff. I didn't use any of those frames like I thought I would. Here is where I am going to start using some rub-ons. I went ahead and picked the ones that I liked, and then I am going to put them down. So here I'm going to put this one right here and just rub it down. Then which one is coming next? That fun like mixed media with a map behind it. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use this little compass and this little guy here. This one you can't really tell it's there. Even like I try to make it a little bit more noticeable and it kind of gets lost on the page. I kind of regret using it down there, but it's there and there's no going back. So let me know in the comments what you think about that little tiny area where I added a rub-on around the border. And let me know if you think I should have, if it is noticeable, number one, or if you think it could have worked without it. Either way. Let's see. So there we go. I put everything down except for the journaling spot. I wanted to add my journaling before I go ahead and stick that down. So here comes the journaling. Then I'm going to go ahead and pop it up on some foam tape. And then I'm going to start with my embellishing, and that's always the fun part. While I'm recording this at my retreat, my crafting retreat, my scrapbooking retreat. So sometimes I have like this moment where I'm probably talking to somebody or something. And yeah, so that's always there. Here is where I'm bringing in the laser cuts. First, I'm going to try and use up some of these little flower bundles. Not that one. That one I tried to make it work somewhere, but I decided not to use that. And then I'm also just going to bring in some of these little cute little things. So I'm going to bring in a world, a compass. I have a geotag. I know I'm going to bring in a camera. And I'm going to bring in flowers. So these flowers are my favorite of the laser cuts. I'm going to use them in several areas of this layout. So you're going to see me auditioning them in different places. And again, like I said, I'm going to use some of these little tiny pieces just to add more to these areas. Like the one right there, I just used a little tiny piece and it made that flower cluster a little bit bigger. So I'm going to add some flowers over here. I'm going to put some of it on foam to match the dimension. And here comes another little flower right there, or leaf. I'm going to add some more leaves there. I'm going to add some more little ones over here. So I am just trying to add what I can where I can. I'm going to add that compass over here by the right cluster. Oh, nope, I lied. I'm going to add it up at the top. So I am going to add this little camera right here. I'm going to add the world globe over here to the right. Let's see what else I do. So I went ahead and put on that little geotag with the heart on it. Now I'm going to add some flowers here to this little area to the top of my photo. You can see there I broke apart the flowers to use them the way that I wanted to use them. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can break them. If you tear them, you can still use the other pieces. And that's what's so great about this kind of scrapbooking, is that you can just go with it. Now I'm gonna add, I think, some up at the top. There we go. I'm gonna add some foam to that and some glue. There we go. Now, oh, I guess, am I gonna add some of these little, I did add one of those little, just a little laser tag piece. There's another one there. And now I think I'm gonna try and draw some attention down to that little rub-on that I used down there on the bottom of the page. I'm just going to add some of these little leafy bits right next to it. And then I'm also going to, it says something, so I wanted to make sure that that is more seen, so I added some ink there as well. Some ink from my pen, I should say. So there we go, I'm all done with that. And now I grabbed these salt wildflowers and I took them off of their little stick so that I can use them popping out of all these other flowers. You can see there how that I'm doing that. And I do hold them down for about 60 seconds or 1 minute just to make sure that glue is really grabbed on there. But I don't show you that because I don't want you to just sit around for about 30 seconds since this is sped up. Then I also grabbed some Midnight Royal Posies, and I'm going to add those to the layout as well. I'm going to go ahead and add some splatters here, and to do that I'm going to cover my photo because I don't want any of the splatters to get over our faces. So I just cover them with some little spare some little spare scraps that I have, and just go about flicking this on here everywhere to get some good splatters in there. And I'm going to add October 2024. And that is my layout. So thank you so much for watching. Here come the close-ups. If you like, subscribe, and comment, you will get more of me in your crafty feed. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time.